According to Andy Craig from Cato Institute, if you don't want to vote, it's your right not to. Therefore, I am con to mandatory voting because I think aimless voting can bring chaos for America and the world. This is my speech about mandatory voting should not be banned. Compulsory voting will not change the abuse of power in government. The abuse of voting, if we ban, could lead to chaos in the USA plus the world, meaning we could get a wrong vote and could end up to war. My point number 2 is compulsory voting limits constitutional rights. Giving vote still doesn't make your own win or lose, and it doesn't matter. If you are forced, you will vote. And maybe you will do a donkey vote, meaning a donkey vote is a blank ballot, where you turn in a ballot that is not true. If you are not, it could still end up that way, even if you don't vote. Compulsory voting increases the likelihood to invalid bowlings, calling into question of any legitimate election. A country tendency of compulsory voting is to large proportions of invalid ballots, like in Ukraine. Like in the country Ukraine in 2009, elections were 1/4 of all votes were invalid, and that's why we should not ban voting rights. My sources here were journals.sagepud.com, fee.org, and www.cato.org. Questions?
We have 1 minute for questions.
Would not having compulsory voting invalidate the results of the election because less people are voting?
Well, less people... Wait, what?
So, would not having compulsory voting invalidate the results of the election because less people are voting?
What do you mean by that?
So, like, if less people are voting, then would the results of the election be, like, different or, like...
No, it would basically be the same since it's still all over the USA.
Where did you use your information from?
Huh?
Where did you get your information from?
I just said it at the last, so I will not answer that.
Do
You,
you believe in all of your sources?
what?
Do you believe in all of your sources?
Yes, I do. You.
Like, your indication, would you understand the huge economic, like, how much money you could produce from people who don't vote being fined?
I will have to get back to that.
Alright, that's time.
Of course, here the trick is when you get out of your car when you're parked on the street, not to get run over because it's really close. The lane, and you know people in Westport Drive. I know how other people in Westport Drive. It has been a really, really busy night. Now I'm gonna have some hot drink. Tea. Let's look about the place tonight. It's not so busy. I think cold is keeping people in.